family? How y'all doing today? I'm gonna give us a couple of seconds before, at least give me at least two people come on. And I'm gonna tell you all how to keep your head and how it feel when you first get into the Mandela effect. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? And so I'm gonna start now. Look, let me tell you, hey, how you doing? And when you first get into this Mandela effect thing, or these changes, sometimes it's hard to keep your head level. It's hard to wrap your minds around what's going on. And sometimes you doubt yourself and you don't understand how it could be happening, or why is it happening, or how could you stop it from happening. And over the years, I had to learn how to be, level-headed, where what I thought I could try to help, or how I could make myself feel like I'm still level-headed, I had to, put barriers on my mind. And what I mean barriers is when you go to people and you tell them about these Mandela effects, and they look at you like you crazy, or they even say you crazy or something wrong with you. You have to almost ignore it because, they can't see. And thank God that He's giving you the ability to open your eyes and not be caught up in all of these distractions that, has been going on. All of the attention on the president. He's been in office almost, it'll be 2 years in a minute, and they still talking about him like he just ran from office, he's going anywhere anytime soon, just to play on your emotions. Hey, how you doing? How you doing? And so when I look at all these distractions and all of the things that they try to keep us in the loop of, so that we won't wake up, you have to, pray more. You have to ask God to guide your mind, your heart, and you gotta hold on to what you know. Don't let anybody change your thought pattern, because that's what they want to do. They want to take you out of the know. They want you to go back to sleep. They want you to say, well, if ain't nobody waking up, I might as well follow the what everybody else is doing. And you don't want to be caught in that kind of position, because God said that we are peculiar people. Matter of fact, we the salt of the earth. And so we have to hold ourselves into a higher standard. We can't just go with do what the world do, or think the way the world think, or take low because we seem to be on the ship by ourselves. I always use the Proverbs 3:5, trust in the Lord with all our heart, lean not to your own understanding, and all your ways He will direct your path. And so, as long as I'm trusting in Him, I believe in Him, He can keep my mind, He can keep my heart, He can keep my sanity. I don't have to let people, because see, some people I talk to, they say, well, man, it's driving me crazy. You don't want to get to that point where it's driving you crazy. You had an opportune time in history where you awaken. And when you awaken, Your job is to wake other people. Some people, they so selfish. They were like, well, as long as I know, don't worry about, I ain't worried about nobody else. But see, like I told somebody else before, if you know somebody's killing somebody and you're not saying nothing, you just as well as in fault of being the one that's killing them, because you know and you won't say nothing. We can't be ashamed of what we know. We can't be ashamed of being awoke. We have to stand up bold. Be bold with what we know. Be encouraged that other people got your back. This is a community where we help one another. Iron sharpening iron. And so I just wanted to do this brief broadcast because sometimes it may feel lonely out there. Sometimes it may feel like you ain't got nobody, and what's the use of even waking up if every time you tell somebody they look at you strange. But know that you got your brothers and sisters by your side, and you got God most of all, that's gonna give you a peace of mind that don't let anybody take what you know. Don't let anybody try to change your thought pattern because it don't fit the narrative, or because why do you care when you can't do nothing about it? We maybe not be able to stop what's happening, but we can be prepared, and we can help other people get prepared. I wish I was at a financial advantage or know how I can get some land, and started growing our own fruits and vegetables, and learning how to go back in the older days, not worrying about going to the grocery store, knowing how to milk a cow and make bacon and eggs and get me a couple of animals so that I can sustain myself. Because it's coming down to the wire where I know China, they doing this little thing that you see, Black Widow. I don't know if y'all seen that series on Netflix, but they're beginning to do a social score. And what this social score is saying is, if people around you disagree of what you're saying or doing, they can ban you from travel, or ban you from doing other things. And so people get to dictate how the society over there, they're beginning to use people and what they think about you as a grading scale, or how you act in society, And I was always told, don't worry about what people think about you, just be you. But if they go that route, that buy and sell without the mark of the beast is coming. And so we have to be at a point where we can sustain ourselves, where we don't have to worry about going to Walmart or Jewel's or whatever supermarket that you got in your neighborhood to sustain ourselves to eat. We know how to grow, and we know how to hunt. We know how to clean greens and plant different vegetables and potatoes and all of that, so that we can help ourselves. See, it's in the Bible. It says, that's what the tithes and offerings are supposed to be for, that it can be meat in His house. But because these pastors over the years has promoted His offering, we're not even prepared when the time has come where we need meat in the house, where we need to have farms and land, because the pastors in the churches have put the meat in their house, or put the cars in their driveways, not sustaining God's house. That when it's time to lean on what you got. You don't got it because somebody else took it for their own personal gain. And so, but I'm going to tell you all, man, no matter what's going on, the devil can't do nothing God don't allow. And God already told us that the Antichrist or what have you is going to come. And so we supposed to be getting ready to be ready for this time. And so if I was a pastor and had my own flock, I would be trying to get as much land as possible and getting some animals and some chicken and some solar panels and things that I can survive on my own without government assistance or without going to Walmart or without having to spend some money for it. See, that's the problem. We done got so used to conveniency where we can go get some ground beef or some chicken from the store and eggs, and we paying for it when all you have to do is go get you a chicken. Go get you a couple of chickens. Go get you a couple of pigs. Go get you a couple of cows, and you don't have to worry about paying for nothing because you got the animals that's living that has other animals, and you can sustain yourself. But we done got into convenience that we don't want to work for nothing. We want everything to be easy. But, what that old scripture, man that don't work, don't eat. And so I believe that at this time, moment, if we don't learn how to sustain ourselves and get ready for this wave that's about to happen, I don't know, but I'm gonna let y'all know, as long as you trust in God and keep your head up and don't waver and don't not take down, God gonna help you out. As long as we can help one another, but we gotta be found helping one another. Hey, how you doing? I'm talking about this helping one another and trying to find a way to get ready. Like I said, if I had a church, I'd be trying to buy some land, a couple of pigs, and a couple of what make milk, Lord Jesus, cow and some chicken and stuff that we eat every day and start learning how to make my own cheese and my own vegetables and getting me some solar panels so that I can get off of this depending on grocery stores, because that time gonna come where God said it's supposed to be meeting us out, but we haven't been preparing ourselves. Okay, let me see. Hey, Photo. Good to see you, brother. Hey, how you doing? Photo here. Hey, brother. We were waiting to have you as a guest this Saturday. Oh, yeah, I gave you, I emailed you, Photo Helix. I emailed you my email. My email is Mandela Effect 31 at gmail.com. I emailed you and so if you can send me the link when y'all on, I'll be glad to be a guest. And so I tell people all the time, man, we have to help one another. God, I was saying earlier, God said that He wanted you to have meat in His house, and we done been taking His tithes and offering and not putting meat in His house. We haven't been getting prepared for the time that we ain't gonna be able to buy and sell. We don't have any land. We don't have any cows and chickens and everything that we need to sustain during this time where you ain't gonna be able to buy and sell. But you can't say, well, I don't have to buy and sell because I got my own animals. I got my own sustainability where I can grow my own fruits and vegetables. I can grow my own. I can grow my own potatoes and beans and carrots and stuff like that. So I don't have to go to Walmart. I don't have to be caught up in the system. I can help my brother. We can be on the farm with if more people grab farms and started learning how to work for their food again, not work, but I'm talking about till the ground like God told us to do. We would have meat in the house, but we want to be inconvenienced so much where we done stop forgetting how to work. And they said, the man that don't work won't eat. Send me your email to. Oh, I did. I sent it. I sent it the other day. I'll send you another one. But yeah, the email is mandelaeffect31@gmail.com. Easy. That's what my email is. And you'd be surprised, the Mandela effect emails, haven't nobody even took none of them, so all of them was open. And so maybe, but I don't know how they would take something that's already yours. I think buying it later rather than now or before this change happened would be a greater benefit, because if you own the property before the change, unless they say, well, we want to take your property away, and I know how they can do that by easy. They already got in the Constitution where once they call martial law, they can seize your property if they seen them deem fit for something they need it for. And so that's the only way I think that they will be able to seize your property. I know it'll be a hectic situation, but I believe that if God is with us and He'll give us the ability to know where and when to go, but we have to open our eyes and ears on when to do it, because even when Jesus first was born, He had to tell his mother and his father where to go and how long to stay and when to move, when to come back. And so we have to have a real good keen ear to hear God when He say move, go, stay, drop down, kick, whatever. And so that's the one that really can hear God. Yes, no capital, just Mandela Effect 31@gmail.com. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, you about right. But so that means, I don't know. We're gonna have to get off the grid or something, or because they coming with it fast. I mean, they already started the social scale in China, and so they moving super fast, and so we're gonna have to learn how to do with little and less, because I know a lot of people are going to fall for it because they're gonna say, "Well, I gotta eat, I gotta survive," but they can't stop you from going in the ocean and learn how to fish. They can't teach you. They can't stop you from getting you some seeds right now and storing them up, just like they store up seeds, and they got seeds that they got in a place where if something traumatic happened, that they can sustain life. So we have to learn how to store up seeds and vegetables, and learn to do without less meat, I guess. Learn how to fish, because there's plenty of fish in the ocean. Maybe learning how to boat, Because I guess if you have a boat or a yacht or some kind of big boat, they can't tax you on the boat because they don't own the waters. Yeah. Yeah, learn how to filter water. And so I believe, like they say, 90% of our water still haven't been in the ocean, haven't been discovered or haven't been researched. And so we need to find that 90% that haven't been researched. So we can get us some boats and go out there. They can't tax us out there. We got to learn how to survive on the water because there's more water than land. And so that's another solution. Started being fishermen. Started being fishermen, like I say, we made them fishermen of men, and then maybe we need to start being fishermen again. Getting us some boats together. Making us a land on a boat, meaning creating a boat just like a city. Yeah, I know a lot. They don't know how to do nothing. We done got so institutionalized where we like convenience, like we go to the store and cause I remember when I was younger, my auntie used to plant potatoes and vegetables and used to go pick greens and you didn't have to worry about going to the store getting no greens, no canned greens, no canned candy yams and all of this other stuff. And I've been seeing this situation where they've been talking about these food boxes, and they coming down to that. I keep telling people, man, if you depend on the government to take care of you, they can do what they want to do because you asking for them to help you, and so you can't complain talking about I ain't gonna take no food boxes. Well, you won't be eating, and so I believe that's how they're gonna start this. They're gonna start with the poor. They're gonna start with those that's having government assistance, and so whoever get the government assistance is gonna be the one that's tagged first, because they know if we tell you we ain't gonna give you no food without you being tagged, or you ain't gonna get no boxes without being tagged. Most people gonna take them tags because they're gonna say, well, I gotta eat. And so that's what it's gonna start off with. And then it's gonna trickle down to the workforce. Because they're gonna make it where they say, well, it's a better, secure way to know where everybody is that we tag you. So they're gonna make it look like it's something that's gonna help your life, not hurt your life. Eat raw vegetables right out of the ground. Oh yeah, I mean, I don't know if y'all have seen that story. This man, I think he was a Chinaman. He lived 230 years, and the only thing he did was eat out of the ground. And I think that's the problem we done got from eating out of the ground. God say that He wants you to till the ground. He wants you to go out and it says the man that work no eat. And I think it meant if a man don't go put his food in the ground and get it, he won't eat it. Because this is the temple of God, and we've been putting all this genetic, all of these genetic modifications and pesticides in our mouth instead of us doing it for ourselves. Instead of us planting and eating for ourselves, knowing where it came from because we did it. We take these GMOs, these shots, and these everything they tell us to take, and we get afraid to say no because we trust in them more than we trust in God. I believe the reason why cancer is around because we stopped eating from the ground. We stopped eating natural food. We stopped eating the herbs and the spices and the plant life. We started depending on man, and our body got all of these chemicals in it that it can't filter out. And so I believe if we started eating vegetables and fruits from the ground, cancer will go away by itself. Yeah. And so, hey, how you feeling? How you dealing? And so, yeah, I mean, and I know, I'm fat, but I went to a point in time that I was feeling kind of bad in my body, and I knew what it was. It was my because I was eating unhealthy, and so I went and stopped eating meat for 6 months. The only thing I was eating was vegetables and fruits, and then I was eating fish. Now I don't know. A lot of people say tilapia fish ain't fish, but that's all I was eating. But I wasn't eating that at first. At first, I wasn't eating nothing but regular fruits and vegetables, and no meat. Period. But when they said fish wasn't meat, about 4 months in, I was eating like one piece of that a day, and I'm telling you, all the elements that I had in my body went away. I was having runny eyes, that went away. I didn't have no crust in my eyes. Sorry if any young people watching, but my poop didn't stink no more. And so I know eating meat and all this processed food is killing us, because when I got back off, all the elements started coming back. Now I didn't go bananas like I used to. I know I may eat 2-3 pieces of chicken, but I gotta break them habits. I gotta try to be more consistent with going back to what I know that's good for me. You know, a lot of things that taste good and look good ain't good for you. And so I didn't even know until I went on that situation that carrots was actually sweet. And I didn't like carrots, but once I got all of that pop and all of them chemicals out of my mouth, I got to taste carrots how they supposed to have been tasting. Carrots has natural sweetness to them. And so I know how it feels to go without meat. I just had people that was around me that liked the meat, and that's why you really have to watch the people and the families and whoever you got around you, because they can be very great influence or try to bring you back to where they at, and especially when that's what you all grew up with all these years. And so I had to get back to that, because I had a pastor tell me you don't want to be just spiritually strong. You want to be mentally strong, spiritually strong. You want to be physically strong. So you want to have a balance. And so I know what it takes. I had to buckle down, and I know I can do it. It's just the point of just getting into it. And because I never told this story. Maybe it's too late to tell it. I might tell it in a separate video, but I'm gonna tell it. Before this Mandela effect, that's when I was doing all that good stuff. I was exercising. I was going to the gym 3 times a week, feeling good. But what happened when the Mandela effect happened, I didn't know it was the Mandela effect until I seen Photo Helix. I got hoarse. And I knew it wasn't natural to get hoarse for a month. I mean, my voice went away for about a month. I'm like, wait a minute, something's really going on. But now, mind you, I was still, not eating any meat, doing my exercising. And then, all of a sudden, like December the 31st, I can run 25 minutes on the treadmill, and it was easy. And January the 1st, it all went away. I mean, I couldn't literally walk I couldn't even walk 20 feet without huffing and puffing. And I said, excuse me? I said, wait a minute, hold on. What is wrong? What's going on? I was just exercising for 3 months. Fine, and it was perfect. Everything was good. And it's like, in the blink of the eye, it's like everything got taken away. And so once I found Photo Helix video and I started doing research, I said, oh, the devil just took all of that work that I did away. And so what's happening with me now, it's like somebody telling you, oh, you built this house with your bare hand, and all of a sudden somebody just take it away. And you get discouraged just trying to start all over. And so that's what my problem is. I knew I put the work in. It was hard when I first started. I couldn't even run on a treadmill for a minute without stopping. And then I got up to 25 minutes. And for all that work to be taken away, it's hard to go back and start all over. It's like a psychological thing. I had to break that psychology and say, okay, the devil tried to take it away because he didn't want me to do what I got to do, have the energy that I need to go out and tell people about what's going on. And so I had to break that and try to get back so I can get my stamina back. Let me look. I ain't heard nobody. Can you cook kale? You know what? I was actually juicing kale. It was better juicing it, I'm telling you. I mean, I was juicing kale. It's bitter, but how I made my smoothie, when I was juicing it, I juiced the kale, and I put the carrots and the broccoli and the celery stick, and I put a lemon and a green apple, and it used to be good, man. Man, it was good. Hey. Oh. And so, like I said, I have been, a kale salad was good. Yeah, I mean, what I've learned is anything that's bitter, any vegetable that's bitter or fruits that's bitter is good for your body. That's what I learned. And that's why a lot of people say if you put some lemon in your water, it's good for you. And so I mixed the lemon with the kale and the broccoli and all of that. And that, I mean, my energy level was up. I wasn't so sleepy. I just ate the apple with peanut butter. Hey man, see, I gotta get like you, Photo, man. I mean, and that's my whole thing. My back step, like I said, is because the devil took it all away, and it's hard to say, man, look, well, go and do it again. That's like me fixing a cake, putting all the ingredients in, and then somebody come and just step on it. And I took all that time putting it together, went to the store and bought it, and now I got to do it all over. It's like I didn't even do nothing. And I had to, and I know what the thing is. I know what the problem is. It's just hard to go back to square one, and going back to the gym and looking at people looking at me like, man, you were just running 25 minutes. Now you can't do a minute. And so I know what the problem is. I just ask y'all to pray for that weak part of my mindset, where I can get back strong, where I can be able to go and exercise, because it felt better exercise. It felt better, more energetic. I love soda. It's so hard to quit. Now see, that's the only thing about me. When I want to stop something, I can stop it ASAP. Like I wanted to stop doing profanity, and I stopped doing ASAP. I wanted to not eat meat. I went to a funeral, and I said, this is the last time I eat meat. And I didn't eat no meat for like 6 months. And so I have the willpower. It's just the drive to go back and start from square one. That's what I'm lacking, I think. Now, that's what I've been starting to do. Drink a lot of water. And what I've been trying to do is drink a big 16-ounce glass of water before I eat. And then after I eat. That way I won't eat as much. I don't know if it's working yet, but I'm trying that now. Coffee is not bad as they say it is. It's just dirty water. Woo! Let me see. Oh, man. I took all that work away. Yeah. 1 pill in the morning, I do drink coffee. You have been a great voice to the world, bro. Thank you, Photo, man. Man, you was the first to wake me up. And I always call you the father of the Mandela effect, because if it wasn't for you and you being in that look like jungle, he would look like he was in the jungle. I said that looked like I said Photo looked like a Moses type man, and it was so interesting how you was doing it, and your charisma, how you delivered it, and the honesty in your voice that made me wake up. And so when I seen that, I had to do it, man. I had to jump on the bandwagon and start my own videos. So I give you all the credit, man. That's why every time you talk, I say, man, that's the man. Music. I love. We're really going to love. Research. Okay, it's people like you who have kept people like me going. Oh man. Photo explain it so well. Yeah, he do. And so I thank you all, and I ain't gonna hold you all too much longer. But thank you, Photo, for being on my live. Just being here just to listen to anything I gotta say, because you was somebody that I looked up to, that woke me up. God used you to wake thousands and maybe millions of people up. So God said give people their flowers. I believe you're supposed to give people their flowers before while they're here. Say good things about them and appreciate them now, because God give people like Photo to us as a gift, and I thank Him for the gift. So I thank you so much, and y'all have a nice day. Catch you Saturday. Don't forget to email me that link. All right, Photo.